Defiance started with their sectional opener versus Elida last week on a 7-point run, courtesy of strong serving from Kiera Cohn. They never looked back en route to a 3-set sweep over Elida. Tonight they'll face Bowling Green out of the Northern Lakes League as they will get set for district play. We welcome you aboard, everybody. DCTV Sports, Brent Balbinot alongside Scoop Miller, saying thank you for joining us this evening as the Estill Chevrolet Cadillac pregame show is on the air. We are roughly 28 and a half minutes away from putting this ball into play. And Scoop, we have been treated to some fantastic postseason volleyball since the start of the playoffs last week. Defiance took care of business against Elida. Bowling Green did the same thing against, I think it was Bath, correct? Shawnee won earlier tonight. But a situation here where only one winner will advance. And right now, Defiance, you did a little bit of research, but it was a situation where you had to do a little bit of extra work. We're not sure the last time that Defiance made this deep a run in the playoffs, and they're looking to continue it.
There's no doubt about it. It's nice, always nice to get to the district, get that sectional championship under your belt. But once you're here, you might as well be the show once you're in the show. So it's going to be a good opportunity here for this Defiance team. They'll be challenged with Bowling Green as the Bobcats, the number 2 seed in this district. And, of course, as you mentioned, the number 1 seed advanced, Lima Shawnee in the first one. And Bowling Green got here with a win against Lima Senior in straight sets to get this district final. But as far as this matchup, I think on paper, this matchup could go either way. So it's going to come down to who can execute, who can make some big plays in crunch time. And you have to bring your A game if you want to advance here tonight.
Well, it's a situation where you don't want the moment to become too big for you. We saw that last night in Division 7, where Ayersville knocked off the top seed Pettisville for the first time all season. They had been 0-5 in 5-set matches. You just simply have to flush everything. I know it sounds coach speak or cliche, but when you get to the postseason, everybody's 0-0 again. I don't want to say it's like playing with house money, but in effect it is. You've got no reason to walk onto the court tight. You've got every reason to just go ahead and lock in, knowing what's there to lose.
The bottom line is everybody's undefeated in the tournament that's still playing. So that's the goal, to survive, to put the uniform on at least one more time. And this is what the fun part of the season looks like.
Absolutely.
Right here. This is why you put in all the time in the off season, in the summertime, and why you work hard every day at practice to maybe get a moment like this where you've got a chance to shine. And certainly we've seen some great volleyball in Defiance this season. No reason to think that they can't advance tonight here if they play like they're capable of playing.
Early this week, I had a chance to stop out at a Defiance practice and talk with Coach Bree Brenner. Our player profiles, plural, will be junior outside hitter Isabella Rollison. Again, she had 280 kills on the season, serving at just under 90%. Also, senior defensive specialist Piper Hampton. She is a little keg of dynamite. She stands in officially at 5'2", but she is a feisty thing. She's got almost 200 digs. Matter of fact, she did go over that with her performance last week in their victory over Elida. So we're going to take a quick timeout. Up next, Coach Brenner. She'll break down last week's win as well as preview tonight's opponent. Don't you go anywhere. You are watching the Estill Chevrolet Cadillac pregame show on DCTV Sports.
Estill Chevrolet Cadillac is this area's new and used car headquarters, earning your trust one satisfied customer at a time. Estill Chevrolet Cadillac, North Clinton Street in Defiance, and online at drivebobestill.com. Visit Mark Moats Ford and check out some of the best new Ford models. Mark Moats Ford has been serving the Defiance community since 1916. Visit them today, County Road 424 in Defiance, and online at markmoatsford.com. Stanball Jewelers is your trusted source for diamonds, fine jewelry, watches, and gifts. Whether you're looking for a dazzling engagement ring, a timeless anniversary gift, or a present for someone special, Stanball Jewelers has something for every occasion. Visit us today and discover why we've been serving the community since 1948. Proudly serving the area with the highest quality contracting services for nearly 100 years. Baker Schindler Company of Defiance and Paulding, 419-782-5080. Online at baker-schindler.com. Brunswick Eye and Contact Lens Center. Personalized service and quality products in a friendly and caring atmosphere. Schedule your appointment today. Brunswick Eye and Contact Lens Center, Stadium Drive in Defiance, and online at visionsource-brunswickeye.com. Simplify your everyday banking with convenient account options and digital banking features that fit your unique lifestyle. Premier Bank, everyday banking solutions designed for you. Explore solutions today at yourpremierbank.com.
Welcome back. The Estill Chevrolet Cadillac pregame show continues on DCTV Sports. Estill Chevrolet Cadillac, located on North Clinton Street in Defiance, serving thousands of customers, each one satisfied individually, one at a time. You can check them out online at drivebobestil.com. Well, Defiance started their sectional opener versus Elida on a 7-point run, courtesy of strong serving by Kiera Cohn, and they never looked back en route to a 3-set sweep last week. Tonight, they face Bowling Green out of the Northern Lakes League in the second round. Coach Brenner joining us right now as we get set to do a pregame interview. She loves these. She's calling me constantly going, when can we do another pregame? In all seriousness, though, Coach, you've had a chance to break down the film. It's hard to believe it's going to be almost a full week from match to match. There's where maybe the postseason can allow you to pace yourself out a little bit. But before we preview, let's recap. You've had a chance to see the film. Mm-hmm. What did you take from it? What did you like about your team's performance?
I thought we did a great job all around. I mean, our serving and passing was amazing. We were in system. Our outsides did a much better job of terminating than the last time we saw them. Just 100% everyone was a lot better.
It's one thing to be in system. It's another thing to just extend the point. And I made a personal note on a side pad how many times you've just got a couple of alley cats in the back row in Piper Hampton and Ella Westrick. They've just continued to extend points. Can you just talk about the effort and really the benefit that it does to wear on a team once you think you've won the point once or you think you've won it twice, and the next thing you know, it's a side out because your back row is just salty.
Yeah, they're amazing. I mean, for us, we're not going to put up a massive block. I would say that's probably one of our weakest points, but we don't have to because we have those guys back there. And so that's part of it. I mean, everybody knows we're scrappy. We can not only dig hard-driven balls, but we can pursue and keep balls in play. That definitely frustrates hitters, and that's part of our game plan. So then they get frustrated and start making errors.
Now, we have been shining the spotlight on Ella quite a bit, really since the start of the season. I don't want to call Piper kind of an anonymous voice in the chorus, but giving her some due attention now. Can you just talk about the effort it makes? It's one thing to have one back there. It's another thing to have two. How improved has she come over the last 2 to 3 seasons?
She's improved a lot. We talk all the time just about her, like you said, her voice, her being a voice on the court, and not just sometimes she can kind of get inside her head a little bit. But she's a good all-around player, serve, receive, defense. Defense has been something we've been on her a lot about, not getting so stuck and like getting ready to dig to be able to get on her toes and ready to pursue and move after balls. So she's been hearing a lot from me, definitely throughout the season, but she's improved a lot.
Let's talk offense, and it's one thing to go pin to pin. It's another thing to go pin or pin. Again, Elida's coaching staff hinted to me prior to last week's match that they were going to go ahead and double-team Carly and force somebody else to beat her. Stack, Rallison more than stepped up. Can you just talk about how pleased you've been with your balance?
that's something we work on every single day in practice. We know Carly gets a lot of reps in game, and so in practice, we try to get our middles, our right sides, a ton of reps to get comfortable in system, out of system, and Avery McCarrier actually stepped up big time for us against Elida. We saw that they were just going out on Carly. We knew that going into any game that they're going to do that. And so we've had a talk with those guys about, hey, you don't have to kill the ball, but we need you to be an option. Get up, put the ball in play, and when it's there, go for it. And Avery was just picking them apart, moving the ball around. She did a great job.
Time to look ahead now. Bowling Green. Break them down for us.
I think they're a good team. We're very comparable. I know myself and the coach talked even after our game on last Wednesday, and we both agree, we're a very evenly matched team. We think it's going to be a great game. I feel like if we show up, we can take it. We have a great serve, receive team, as always. Our defense, I think they have more firepower offensively. They have a lot of good girls that can swing. So if we can just kind of frustrate them a little bit and take some of them out of it, especially with our serve, get them out of system, then we can kind of take care of their outside.
What's the mindset of this team? What's your message to this team? You and I were talking about it off the air. Why not us? You've got a chance to make a run. Is that the message you're still sending? Yeah,
that's what the girls talked about in practice. They basically said, hey, we want to win districts. And so if they have the mentality, they're going to go do it. I mean, they have the skill set, and it's just them believing in themselves and executing.
Nothing left to do but go ahead and serve it up. Coach, as always, we appreciate it. Good luck again tonight.
Thank you.
Coach Brenner joining us. We're going to take a quick time out. We're back with more of the Estill Chevrolet Cadillac pregame show. You're watching DCTV Sports.
Discover top-quality healthcare education at Northwest State. Our instructors have real-world experience, so they know how to prepare you for great career opportunities. Northwest State, where you'll get the top-quality healthcare education you need to succeed.
For the past 70 years, Midwest Community Federal Credit Union has been your financial partner, helping you achieve your dreams and secure your future. Midwest Community Federal Credit Union, with locations in Defiance, Bryan, and Napoleon. Find out more at midwestcommunity.org. The Strady Center for the Arts, entertainment on a whole new level. The Strady Center for the Arts presents a full lineup of culture and entertainment right here in our community. Check out the full lineup and purchase your tickets today at defiancearts.org. Visit Mark Moats Ford and check out some of the best new Ford models. Mark Moats Ford has been serving the Defiance community since 1916. Visit them today, County Road 424 in Defiance, and online at markmoatsford.com.
Welcome back. The Estill Chevrolet Cadillac pregame show continues on DCTV Sports, located on North Main Street in Defiance. Check out their great selection of new and used vehicles on their lot or online at drivebobestil.com. Well, the Bulldogs took care of business to open up the playoffs versus Elida with a 3-0 sweep last week. Tonight, they face Bowling Green for the right to advance to Thursday night action. Our player profiles, that's right, we've got plural. We've got Bella Rollison joining us. She had the postgame with us last week. And then also, this is a red letter day, ladies and gentlemen. Her first time on our airwaves, senior defensive specialist Piper Hampton. All right, ladies, are you ready to do this?
Yes. Yes.
I was going to say one of them is old hat here. The other is making her broadcast debut. Let's start with last week. Hard to believe that it's been
almost a full week, or it will be a full week, before you get back out on the court again. What's the area of focus been since your victory against Elida?
I think if we just keep practicing how we have been, and then if we have the motivation we did against Elida, we'll be good for BG tomorrow.
Yeah, I feel like we've been very focused and like dialed down to like what we're supposed to do, and Coach Breeze helped us a lot with like maintaining like what we're supposed to do and just get ready for BG.
So I want you to rewind just a little bit. We'll start with last year. You guys were roughly 500, just I think a game above 500 in the WBL. This year, considerable improvement.
Yeah.
What do you credit that to?
I think the underclassmen stepping up and helping us has helped a lot. Bella moving on to the outside has helped a lot from last year, and I think we just all like gotten a close friendship with each other, and so it's just helped all of us like stay focused and play together.
Piper could be doing the interview. I've got it right here in my notes. I was going to ask you, Bella, about the position switch. How difficult was it? How quick did you become comfortable with it?
Well, I feel like it was quite easy for me. Like I've been playing both middle and outside like forever, so it wasn't that big of a switch, but I feel like I did it well.
Piper, as a senior, what did the coaching staff tell you they wanted from you coming into your final campaign?
Just to go all out and play how I always have, just try a little harder and keep focused and just play my best I have my last year.
So speaking of your best, was there any particular skill set or any part of your game that you were working on from last year to this year?
My serving has gotten better this year. I think I've gotten a pretty good amount of stats for that, and my defense has been a little bit better, but mainly serving has gotten all around better for everyone.
She's poor boying it on her defense because her and Ella, we've nicknamed the Alley Cats in that back row. They just continue to track down ball after ball and extend points. Bella, I'll ask you the same thing, but with the position change, what are the differences, whether they be big or subtle? For the casual fan that might be watching and say row 20, what's the difference between middle and outside?
I feel middle you need to be like more with blocking, because it definitely is like the middle hitter usually is like the best offensive player, I feel like. And so blocking is definitely a big thing, and like transition work and eye work is definitely important. And with outside, most of the balls go to outside, so like you need to be good at like out of system, just like putting it away when you need to.
All right, Piper, I'm going to ask you to rewind a little bit more here. I want you to go back to your first varsity match. I can see her going through the recesses of her mind right here. Do you remember who it was against?
I actually have no idea, but it was sophomore year, so when Ella wasn't libero yet, but it was Elizabeth Hoffman, and then me and Ella just played left back. But I think since I played left back most of my varsity career, I think it's been good. Me and Ella switch sometimes, but I think I've gotten better as the years have gone on. So,
as a senior, there's the risk sometimes of everything becoming overly sentimental. You know, this is the last time I do this. This is the last thing that I do with my teammates that we'll do again. Have you been able to keep that in check? You'll deal with it at the end of the year and stay focused.
Yeah, I think it's just after doing these last 4 years and like not thinking it would ever end, that it's finally to an end. And I'm glad our senior year has been like how it's been going. It's not like a losing record. We actually have a winning record this year, and we did good in WBL, and I think we made good friendships. So I'm pretty glad that I ended my year how I am. So.
Ended? You're speaking in past tense.
Sorry.
It's not over with just yet.
Ending my senior year.
All right, with that said, you've had a chance to obviously watch the film. You were there last week. You stuck around and saw the first match. Break down Bowling Green for us. What's the scout?
I feel like we just need to keep playing how we've always played and just like stay aggressive, and block work and eye work is going to be very important, and just playing all together as a team and using our teamwork and communication.
Piper, you're nodding yes to that. They've got a little bit more firepower than Elida. What's going to be the key for a Defiance win?
Our blocking, definitely. If we can get a touch on it, at least me and Ella can get the passes up, and Carly and Bella can come and like end it, basically, how they normally do. But
speaking of ending it, you've had a chance, obviously, to get comfortable. Was there a moment in the season where things just slowed down for you? Everything kind of became, I don't want to say second nature, but things weren't quite as rushed.
Not really. I feel like I've always just been like up to it and like trying to maintain like keeping everything together and not like getting down on myself or like getting like too high up, just like maintaining a level play, and like my teammates and Bria have obviously helped me a lot with that. So.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, she's so low-key with the microphone in front of her here, but as we talked about in the postgame last week, is there a better dancer on the roster than Bella Rollison?
I will give Dylan Johnson, the manager. He is a very good dancer. But other than that, I still think it's me.
So she was humble, but then she went ahead and said, no, it's me. Absolutely. If there was only a postseason honor for that, first team all dance in WBL. Piper, I'm going to ask you a little bit of a different question. Again, you're going to be styling in the cap and gown here come next spring, diploma in hand. After graduation, what are your plans?
Either attend BG or go to esthetician school. I've been back and forth on what I want to do, but I still got some time to think about it, but
We're not going to graduate you just yet.
Yeah.
You still have plenty of time.
Yep.
You guys can make a run. Coach was just talking about this. You guys openly talk about that. You don't want your season to end just yet.
No, we don't, and I think we have a good chance of winning tomorrow, and then I feel like if we play the best we can against Shawnee, then we'll have a good chance of making it further. So.
All right, ladies, best of luck to you. Congratulations on the season so far, and good luck one more time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Again, Bella and Piper, our player profiles. We're going to take a quick timeout. We're back with more of the Estill Chevrolet Cadillac pregame show. You're watching DCTV Sports.
Stanball Jewelers is your trusted source for diamonds, fine jewelry, watches, and gifts. Whether you're looking for a dazzling engagement ring, a timeless anniversary gift, or a present for someone special, Stanball Jewelers has something for every occasion. Visit us today and discover why we've been serving the community since 1948. Proudly serving the area with the highest quality contracting services for nearly 100 years. Baker Schindler Company of Defiance and Paulding, 419-782-5080. Online at baker-schindler.com. Brunswick Eye and Contact Lens Center. Personalized service and quality products in a friendly and caring atmosphere. Schedule your appointment today. Brunswick Eye and Contact Lens Center, Stadium Drive in Defiance, and online at visionsource-brunswickeye.com. Simplify your everyday banking with convenient account options and digital banking features that fit your unique lifestyle. Premier Bank, everyday banking solutions designed for you. Explore solutions today at yourpremierbank.com. Estill Chevrolet Cadillac is this area's new and used car headquarters, earning your trust one satisfied customer at a time. Estill Chevrolet Cadillac, North Clinton Street in Defiance, and online at drivebobestill.com.
Back at Kaleida, both teams finishing their warm-ups. We are 6 minutes and 5 seconds away from putting up first serve. The Estill Chevrolet Cadillac pregame show continues. Brent Balbinot alongside Scoop Miller. DCTV Sports Tonight, we thank you for joining us wherever you may be watching as we get set for Defiance, getting ready to take on the Bobcats of Bowling Green. Time now for our keys to the game, brought to you by Northwest State Community College. Northwest State Community College, your key to great career opportunities, begins with a great education at Northwest State. Visit northweststate.edu or give them a call at 419-267-1320 today. Let's start with the Bobcats. Scoop, what do they need to do to walk out of here a winner tonight?
Well, I think key number one for Bowling Green is they have to control the back row. This is going to be paramount tonight if they want to get it done against the Defiance team. They've got to play clean in that back row, try to set those middles up, get the ball into the hands of their big hitters up front. I think the second key tonight for Bowling Green, they want to finish points early. I believe they would prefer to try to end points in a hurry. The fact they have a couple of heavy hitters in Madison Cowan and Addison Brokaw, those two can terminate points at any time. So when they get the opportunity to go to those two, I think they want to try to end these points quickly. I think the third key will be attack blocking. This has been a big strength of the Bobcats all season. They're going to need that tonight to try to slow down Carly Huffman and Isabel Ralston and company, who come in with a pretty good arsenal attack as well.
Those are your keys for the Bobcats of Bowling Green. They finished the season at 14-8 overall, 6-3 in the Northern Lakes League. On the flip side, the Defiance Bulldogs finished 15-8 overall, 6-3 in the Western Buckeye League. What do they need to do to be successful tonight?
I think key number one for Defiance is going to be minimize unforced errors. I mean, that's always the telltale of volleyball matches. The team that usually is most effective in this stat department is going to win the majority of games. So no different tonight. They're going to have to really do a good job of putting constant pressure in this Bowling Green team and try to make them the defenders most of the night. I think another key tonight for the Bulldogs is going to be first touch. This could be so important for Defiance on that first contact to get into system where they have a chance to really tax this Bowling Green defense. And the third key tonight for Defiance is going to be aggressive serving. This might be an area that Defiance could have a slight advantage in coming in. I think they need to exploit that a little bit, go with those aggressive deep serves, not allowing Bowling Green to get him system. And if the Bulldogs can execute in these areas, they can move to Thursday night's district championship game right here at Kalida High School.
Those are your keys to the game, brought to you by Northwest State Community College. Time now for a look at your starting lineups, brought to you by Baker Schindler Company, proudly serving the area with highest quality contracting services for nearly 100 years. Baker Schindler Company of Defiance and Paulding, baker-schindler.com. Let's take a look first at the Bowling Green Bobcats. The 6 they will send to the court, again, depending on the rotation. Sophie Shepard right there, you see her. She is the setter. 326 assists on the season. She's also very active out of the back row, 172 digs. Marley Camera, again, she will be your right side or opposite hitter. She's got 68 kills but 31 blocks. Madison Cowan, she will play primarily out of the back row, although she is an outside hitter. 334 kills, 20 blocks, 373 digs. Madison Conway. Madison Cowan, I should say, 334 digs. 334 kills, 373 digs. Hannah Heinze will be your libero, 409 digs. She's serving at nearly 98% with 17 aces. And then Addison Brokaw, another outside hitter with 139 kills. On the flip side for the Defiance Bulldogs, we'll take a look at who they will send out on the court. No surprises. Carly Hoffman, the 5'8 senior outside hitter, 406 kills on the regular season. She's serving at nearly 93% with 37 aces. Ellie Stack has been tremendous in the middle, the 5'7 senior, 60 kills, 17 blocks. On the opposite side, Bella Rawlison, the 5'9 junior, 280 kills on the regular season. She serves at 89%. Ella Westrick, she is a 5'3 keg of dynamite. Feisty libero, 421 digs, 86% on the season serving, 51 aces. Chloe Seiler, we anticipate, or it might be Avery McCarrier. We'll wait and see who will get the starting nod at the other hitter position, whether it's Seiler with 26 kills and 33 blocks or McCarrier, who had a tremendous match last week against Elida, 56 kills and 21 blocks. And then one of our player profiles, the senior defensive specialist, 5'2", and again, a little firecracker, Piper Hampton, 194 digs on the season. And those are your starting lineups, brought to you by Baker Schindler Company. Warm-ups finishing here for both teams. Bowling Green in their traveling orange jersey tops with the black shorts and the gray and multicolored sleeves. Defiance in their blue uniform tops with the black shorts or leggings. We see quite a few players wearing more and more leggings lately. It's become more than just a fashion trend. I've talked with some of the players both at the high school and certainly at the college level, especially if you're playing out of the back row, if you're a libero or defensive specialist, maybe even a setter. It just makes for less friction, skin on the court, if you're laying out and sacrificing your body. So it's not just fashion, Scoop. There is some function to it.
And I can't argue with that at all. If you've watched these girls get after it, they will get on the floor multiple times here in each and every set, if not every point.
Warm-ups have finished. Both teams will take their respective positions at each end of the court as we get set for the playing of our national anthem. It is brought to you by the Defiance County Veterans Office. Proud to support veterans and their families by connecting them to support programs and benefits from the VA and Department of Defense. Give them a call if you would like more information at 419-782-6861 or log on defiance-county.com/Veterans Office. As they have lowered the colors on the far side of the gymnasium, we are getting set for the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner.
The Star-Spangled Banner.
The national anthem in the books. Again, brought to you by the Defiance County Veterans Office. Proud to support veterans and their families by connecting them to support programs and benefits from the VA and Department of Defense. Log on to defiance-county.com/Veterans Office. They will announce the starting lineups and the non-starters. Likewise, once you get to the postseason, everybody being recognized. Head coach Bree Brenner really was as loose as I've seen her in a long time, Scoop, not just during our pregame interview, but really during practice. On the flip side, Deb Mathias, longtime coach at Bowling Green. Somebody's moving on tonight. We'll wait and see. The winner will advance to Thursday night action, and they will play Shawnee, who knocked off Wapakoneta really handily. It wasn't much of a match in straight sets. You can't win 3 until you win 2. The most important match of the season, right here, right now.
It's always the next one, and no different tonight. Certainly a little bit bigger stage than maybe what these two teams have been used to for most of the season, but that's the fun part of it, getting to play to advance on and a right to put the uniform on at least one more time.
I know you have been here multiple times. For me, this is a first, a little bit of uncharted waters, but I'm impressed by the size of this gymnasium, especially for the size of the overall student body here. I would guess at least 2 classes larger if you didn't know the size of the school here. This is very big.
It's amazing when you think about it. There's basically 45 to 50 kids per grade level here at Kalida local schools, but doesn't mean they don't love their sports. If you've ever been here during the winter season to see their basketball teams, you see state championship banners on both the girls and boys side hanging up here. And certainly a town also known for some very good soccer over the years as well.
I would take a guess. I don't see anything posted on any of the walls or in press row here, but I'm certainly going to guess probably about 1,500 for seating capacity here. It is large.
Yeah, and again, just well taken care of.
Yes.
Athletic Director Adam Huber has done a nice job here in his 19 seasons with the Wildcats. And right now, this is what you want. This is a special time of year for all these kids. You want to try to play in a special environment. And hats off to the people of Kalida that really rolled out the red carpet to make this event happen here tonight.
There's a hospitality room here, Scoop. I know our crew got a belly full with some sloppy joes and a few other treats. I merely grabbed a humble bottle of water, but, man, they have really gone the whole 9 yards here to be more than accommodating.
Yeah, they've been a great host. And, again, when you have these kind of facilities, you love to showcase them. Let other communities come in and see a little piece of what you have to offer your community.
Well, the starters and non-starters have been introduced for Defiance. They're doing the same thing for Bowling Green here. It is a haul for Bowling Green. Defiance, roughly about a 30-minute drive or so. Not too bad.
And as far as Bowling Green and Defiance, the last time these two teams met on the volleyball court came back on October 10th, 2022. A 3-1 come-from-behind victory for Bowling Green at Defiance. And so, but very few faces on either team still around from 2 seasons ago. And as you mentioned earlier, Brent, the one that matters is the next one, and that's what we have right here.
The starters being introduced. There you take a look at the series history. It's been a couple of seasons since they played. Obviously, two very different teams. As the starters and non-starters alike being introduced, one last trip through the handshake line, and it will be time for first serve.
And both these teams have one commonality for sure, and they're well coached. So,
yes.
Deb Mathias in her 13th season with Bowling Green, 192 wins, just 91 losses. And, of course, Bree Brenner, after spending many years on the college circuit in her 3rd season here at Defiance, 37-32 overall for the Bulldogs, but certainly has this program going in the right direction. They've gotten better each and every year under her direction.
Pre-game festivities and pleasantries are now in the books. It's time to play volleyball. And right now taking a good look at both teams' starting 6. And as commonplace, I don't know, it's almost like what, I'm trying to think. I think it was Rich Maloney out of the MAC would always, actually it was John Anderson out of the Big Ten, would always leave the DH or pitcher spot in the starting lineup blank, and you would have to wait to fill it in when that first time that position came up to bat. Quite often here, again, you throw out your 6, but, oh, wait a minute, we're going to have our libero in this rotation.
There you go.
It's just one of those things that you just have to get used to. It's one of the idiosyncrasies of the sport.
Yeah, once they went to rally scoring, it kind of made that inevitable. So you just have to kind of deal with it. Makes it tough to fill out the lineup card more than a couple minutes ahead of game time. You can anticipate so much.
I will say this, too. Moving to rally scoring, not just at the high school but the college level, has just made for so much better pace, better tempo to the games. It used to be long ago in the days when Scoop rode his dinosaur to the gymnasium that unless you were serving, you couldn't score a point. So defensively, if you got a side out, it meant nothing other than you got possession of the volleyball.
Even though they went to 15 points, those matches were marathons because you just couldn't score so many side outs.
So putting a fist into it and getting underway, Sophia Shepard. And just like that, a little too amped up off the service error, and here's Ella Westrick. All 5-3 of her. She is a scrappy one. Sends it deep, and that is a tough touch by Kendall Heinze. Cross court. Cowan just had too much mustard on that one for anybody to effectively handle. And both teams trade a point early.
Well, there's Bowling Green want to finish points early, and once they get to Cowan, that's what they expect to happen. Her kill percentage off the charts, nearly 45% on the season.
Cowan getting a couple of small college looks. She has yet to commit as Carly Hoffman unloads. Laying out to save it, but Defiance sends over a freebie. Back set to the near pin, dinked over. Hampton's there. They'll set far pin. That's Avery McCarrier. Far pin, Westrick from her knees. Again, another freebie sent over. And just like that, something out of nothing from Carly Hoffman.
Tremendous adjustment there by Huffman. They were out of system completely, but Huffman just anticipated that ball so well. made a super ground spike on the move. And it gets Defiance back on top at 2-1.
Emma Tackett will check in, serving at 85% on the season. They'll set far pin and unloading. They're going to the opposite pin, but Addison Brokaw has been long on a couple of attempts. Tapped over. We'll play on. Hoffman gets a good look at it. The block is there, though. Strong from camera.
Again, we thought that would be a big key tonight. The attack blocking scheme by the Bobcats here tonight. And that time they execute the side out.
Oh, and miscommunication by the Bulldogs there as it falls in between the trio.
A nice job by Hannah Heisney, the liberos, all NOL first team this year with the dynamite serve.
Well, they will back set here. Kiera Cohn, nice job, and termination on the far pin. So 4-3, early lead. Hoffman puts a fist into it. Calvin drops to her knees. They're going to set far pin. Another nice up. And trying on the dump there was a good idea by Cohn, but she just didn't quite get the angle she wanted.
All right, now both teams doing a great job defensively as each team has only scored 1 point off their serve here early. We've had a ton of side outs.
Deep serve, Westrick. Actually well played as they will sit Rallison, and just a little too far. It wasn't a true spike attempt. Tried to carry that ball over. 5-4. Neither team's been able to really get into much of a rhythm in the early going. Molly Ruthenberg, a backup setter, is in, and there's Rallison.
Great job by Bella there, going right at the double team block, and she's able to hit through it. And a good answer once again as we have another tie, this time at 5 apiece.
Back to serve here, Gisela Barajas. Check that. That is not her, excuse me. That is Katie Holmeyer. Would help to actually look at the player rather than the number. As joust at the net and put away. The scoop right now, it's just kind of punch, counter punch. Neither team has really been able to get into a rhythm, at least as far as service is concerned.
Well, the back row play from both teams has been really solid early.
Speaking of which, Tackett with a great up. Hoffman almost got the kill there. Substitution checking in. This is going to be McCarrier back in for the Bulldogs. Cohn back to serve. In the opening set, as a matter of fact, to begin the opening set last week against Elia, I was about to praise Cohn. She went on a 7-point run, but again, maybe just a little too much adrenaline there as that one sails way long. Lot of mistakes by both teams, gifts. Not a lot of offense earned so far here through the first 13 points. Cohn sets Rallison near pin, and there's a termination. That'll be her second kill of the night. 7-all. Back to serve, Piper Hampton. Hampton, an 88% server. He's got 42 aces on the season. Westrick, quick hands, but that came a little too hot off the hands of Cowan, and that's her second kill.
Well, how about Bowling Green continue to play so clean out of that back row? Defiance has only scored 1 point off their serve through the first full rotation.
Back to do the serving honors here, Shepard. They'll set Hoffman. Tough angle. Defiance should get something in system here. Hoffman unloads, and it's just long. 9-7. This will be Shepard back to put another fist into it. Well, bottom fell out, but Westrick on it. Hoffman. Block is there. Again, is that a combo or was that specifically done by Marley Camera?
It looked like Camera had a lot of it, but certainly had help from Julia Strum, the junior middle hitter as well. As that time they executed the double attack block to perfection. We have our largest lead here of the opening set, and it belongs to the Bobcats at 10-7.
There you see Sophia Shepard's numbers on the season, and she gets an ace here. So all of a sudden, the first run, granted it's a mini one, courtesy of Bowling Green, and Coach Brenner realizes it and calls a timeout. 11-7 our score, set number 1, BG leading Defiance. We'll take a Mark Moats Ford timeout. Serving the Defiance community since 1916. Check them out on County Road 424 or online at markmoatsford.com. You're watching DCTV Sports. Well, we welcome you back to Kalida, the home of the Wildcats, but tonight it is a district semifinal as the Defiance Bulldogs and Bowling Green Bobcats doing battle here this evening. Brent Balbinot alongside Scoop Miller. Bobcats have gone on a mini run as they are up 11-7, primarily off of this young lady's serve right here, Sophia Shepard. That goes deep, and Westrick will play it. They'll set far pin McCarrier. Nice up out of the back row by Heinze. Dinked over, but Hampton is there. They're going to set Hoffman. Couldn't quite get the angle on it, and they have to send over an effective freebie. Cowan, what an up by Westrick. Hoffman moving towards the net, but the right side block has been spectacular in the early going here for the Bobcats. Hoffman tries again. That's a great up by Heinze. They'll set Cowan. Hampton lays out, and they'll play on. Tremendous job, number 2. They'll set Hoffman a third time. Tries to place it in the near corner. Both teams' back row is playing spectacular ball, and this time termination by Cowan.
Great job by both teams, but to credit Bowling Green, they're able to get the ball to Madison Cowan, and when they do, boy, it's going to be hard to have an answer for the first team all-NLLer as she just goes up not only with a lot of verticality, but her quick swing is tough to stop. Now the run continues, 5 consecutive, until that one finds the net.
Now you know what 9 out of 10 people would say. You also, but you know I don't believe in it. So you can rest easy when your head hits the pillow tonight. 12-8.
Yeah, I always grin. I feel the same way.
Tell you what, though, Defiance needed that.
Well, they did. That was a serious run going on after neither team could tread water. And this one will go just a little bit long as Westrick cannot get that ball to drop in time.
Substitution as Brokaw will check in. Heinze will check out. Cowan back to serve. Tough up by Hampton. McCarrier's out of that hot zone. He was right on the edge of it. So they'll set Brokaw near side, and Westrick seems to be everywhere. Combination play Hoffman, but boy, that right side block is just vicious for the Bobcats. Stack will unload, and again, this time Julie Strum.
A nice job by Julia Strum, the junior middle blocker. That time she read that perfectly, timed it.
Cowan with a nasty serve. They went at Hoffman, but they'll serve at her again, and right now, I think they're going to have to maybe mix up pin to pin on the offense because the right side block for Bowling Green is solid. Off her hind end, McCarrier, and Westrick will keep it going out of the back row. Shepard on the dump. Defiance is there, but Westrick will have to send it over. Trick or treat. She's not an outside hitter. Cowan, here's a free ball. And again, they took the setter out of the play. Hoffman will go cross court. There's the adjustment I was waiting for somebody to make.
Great job going to that left pin, and Huffman delivers with that good cut angle kill. Boy, that's a much-needed point by Defiance, who have trimmed the deficit to 5 here.
14-9. Back it back to serve. Goes down the far side. The bottom fell out of it. A great job by Heinze to get the up. Westrick is there. Bumped up. Hoffman tries to go cross court again. Off the combination. Brokaw. Did that ball go out of bounds or was there a net violation? Nope, too many contacts. One too many for Bowling Green. As the Bulldogs trying to claw their way back into set number 1 here, down by 4.
How about Emma Tackett? She has the only 2 points off serve tonight for Defiance.
Beautiful job of zone serving there. Cowan had to lay out for it. Westrick steady in the back row. They'll set Hoffman again. What an angle!
That's a great read there by Carly Hoffman. She saw what was open there. That was a tough cut angle shot, but she delivered. And now the biggest run of the night here for Defiance at 3 consecutive points.
That's Hoffman's 3rd termination of the set. Off the quick set, this one pushed over by Strum. BG will get a break, and they can't do anything with it. And that ball, just clips the line.
Oh, that's a tough break right there because Defiance really had Bowling Green on their heels. Yep. And Bowling Green just kind of pulled one out, took a little off. But that allowed the ball to come down just inside that corner. Big point for the Bobcats.
Westrick with a good first touch. They're going to run the slide play and the pass. I'm not sure if Stack just didn't measure it well. It was there, but the timing seemingly off between middle blocker and setter. Heinze unloads. Oh, this is going to be almost a 50-50 ball. Nice aggressive move by Stack. Hoffman gets stuffed again, that right side block. They are double teaming her everywhere. This will be a freebie. They'll set Hoffman again. This is an overpass, and yet, wait a minute, do we have a net violation? Yes, we do. Hit the antenna, there we go. But I tell you what, Defiance drew a break there.
Yes, they did. They need to cash in because this Bowling Green team has been very consistent. They've minimized unforced errors.
Overpass. Well done by Cone. She'll bump this one up. Rallison unloads. Boy, Cowan out of the back row is just everywhere. So is Westrick, but nobody else is for Defiance.
Great job by Bowling Green that time. Had Defiance anticipating something down the middle. They dumped one over. Gets the lead back up to 5 for the Bobcats.
They have gone back and forth all night long with the exception of one mini run off the serve of Sophia Shepard, about 4 points, and it right now is the difference in our score. Coming from the far pin, this is Brokaw. They'll set Rollison. That ball clipped the tape, and Bowling Green got caught standing around. A little miscommunication on court coverage, and it's a much-needed side out for Defiance.
It was. Good-looking hit that time by Rollison, but Bowling Green, for really the first time tonight, no communication there, and that ball ends up dropping in between a couple Bobcat defenders.
17-13. Holmeyer got a piece of it. Can anybody? Rollison laid out. I think she was going to make the dig to try and save their setter there, but Cone did the same thing, and there was nobody left as that spot was vacated. And just like that, Bowling Green has their service again.
Yeah, right now, Bowling Green doing what they need to do. They're just trading points right now, but they're not
got the
really
lead.
Making mistakes and putting heat on Defiance.
Bumped up, and Defiance may get a free ball here. Combe sets Rollison. Kept alive. Cone again. Rollison moving towards the net. That was just a little overpassed. Boy, just too tough. Tamara Hastings in the middle. And again, that right side block just has been more than a block of solid granite for Bowling Green right now.
Well, Hastings leads the Bobcats in blocks this season with 61 coming in. You can see why she was second team All-NLL this season.
Boy, Rollison unloads there, and nobody. Too many jerseys rotated over, and that's just a great angle by Hastings, and Coach Brenner wants a timeout. Her team down by 7. Bowling Green the first to that all-important 20-point mark. We're going to take a Mark Moats Ford timeout. Serving the Defiance area since 1916. Check out their selection on County Road 424, Mark Moats Ford. Back after this on DCTV Sports. Back at Kalida, first set action. Bowling Green 20, Defiance 13. First set, first one to 3 will advance to Thursday night's district finals. Defiance looking for a side out here. Rollison, and again the timing off. They're playing a little pinball with it. And Defiance should get something in system. Checking in, and that's just a great angle by Chloe Seiler.
Great job by Seiler. Kind of a topspin lob right there. They went over the block. That time Bowling Green had all 3 blockers right there in the middle. And that ball was placed perfectly. Huge point for Defiance.
Kara Cohn with a good serve. Off the quick set. Hastings with a quick termination. Well, she is physical. And she's about to go back to serve. You can just take a look at her. Clearly, she spends some time in the weight room. Solid, good-looking young athlete. My goodness. Good serve. They go right at Hoffman. Will they set her? No, they're going to run the slide play. Seiler tries to go deep. Cowan. Front row got a piece of it. Rollison couldn't quite get the timing on it down. BG will set near pin, but there she is with the block.
Wow, big block that time. And much needed by Defiance. Seiler timed that perfectly. Boy, that was huge. Welcome to the block party. But Defiance has their work cut out, trailing by 6, deep in set 1.
Boy, Hampton with a good bullet serve. They'll set to the far pin, and what did we have there? Double contacts?
Double contact. Yep. So, again, credit to serve that time from Piper Hampton that kind of put Bowling Green on their heels.
21-16, another low serve that clips the tape. Bumped up. Can Cowan do anything with it? Oh, it is down. Originally, the line judge said it was out. I do think he made the right call. It died a quick death. It had a ton of topspin on it, and it caught the line.
Yeah, give him credit. He initially signaled out, but clearly that ball landed in, so bottom line is you get the call right. Doesn't always look right, but that certainly was the right call. Big break there for the Bobcats.
Unofficially, I have that as Cowan's 4th kill of the set, and they are closing in on set number 1. They'll set near pin Brokaw. Hampton's there. Hoffman, well placed. Give Carly Hoffman her 4th kill of the set. Defiance trying to scratch into it.
Defiance would love to get Carly Hoffman involved a bit more here. Yeah, they've got a mountain to climb, but yet they've got time to do it. Going to have to get some key serves in here.
Westrick trying to make a run on her serve. Bottom falls out of it, a collision in the back row. Cowan taps it over, well placed. That's her 5th termination in 23 points, Scoop.
Well, when she gets the ball in her vicinity, everybody's backing up because she's got that high
got a hammer.
She puts the hammer down, but that time threw a changeup.
Service ace there.
Service ace. That's a premier bank service ace, the first of this entire first set for either team.
And that will bring them to 7 set points. Stambon Jewelers set point. Hampton, good first touch. That ball goes into the net. Westrick saves it. Now they've got to get back and get ready. Oh, wow. Shepard tried for a dump. Hoffman just a bit off the 10-foot mark. Shepard off the quick set, and did we have a net violation? We do. Defiance drew a huge break there. They were about to give up the 25th point, so it still stays right now at Sestupel set point,
they
correct?
fought off Septuple set point, but now they have to fight off Sextuple.
6 more. So it remains the Stambon Jewelers set point. Off the quick set, block is there. Strum couldn't terminate. They'll go far pin, Hampton. Defiance should get something within their system here. Hoffman, ooh, that ball might have been sailing wide. Joust at the net. Tack it quick. Hoffman can't terminate. Heinze seems to be everywhere. Westrick is there. Stack off the dink, nothing doing. They run Cowan out of the back row. Again, Defiance in system. Hoffman with the termination. Boy, they're not going down easy.
Great job battling back there. They're really doing a great job. Their court coverage, and Huffman finds that left sideline there. They fight off another set point, but still looking at quintuple set point against.
24-19, Tackett. You can only win one at a time. Shepard back sets. Brokaw tries to release. Brokaw with her second kill of the set, and that is good enough for a 25-19 set one win for Bowling Green. We will take a 2-minute timeout, a 2-minute Mark Moats Ford timeout. Check out some of the best new Ford models serving the Defiance community since 1916. Mark Moats Ford on County Road 424 and online at markmoatsford.com. Defiance drops set number 1, set number 2. When we come back, you're watching DCTV Sports.
Discover affordable transfer opportunities at Northwest State.
Start here and save thousands on tuition.
Our advising team will help you get your credits transferred.
So don't wait another minute. Get started today.
The Strady Center for the Arts. Entertainment on a whole new level. The Strady Center for the Arts presents a full lineup of culture and entertainment right here in our community. Check out the full lineup and purchase your tickets today at defiancearts.org. Visit Mark Moats Ford and check out some of the best new Ford models. Mark Moats Ford has been serving the Defiance community since 1916. Visit them today, County Road 424 in Defiance, and online at markmoatsford.com. Stanball Jewelers is your trusted source for diamonds, fine jewelry, watches, and gifts. Whether you're looking for a dazzling engagement ring, a timeless anniversary gift, or a present for someone special, Stanball Jewelers has something for every occasion. Visit us today and discover why we've been serving the community since 1948. Proudly serving the area with the highest quality contracting services for nearly 100 years. Baker Schindler Company of Defiance and Paulding, 419-782-5080. Online at baker-schindler.com.
Set number 1 in the books. It goes to Bowling Green, 25-19. We prepare for set number 2 as we welcome you back to Kalida. Brent Balbinot alongside Scoop Miller. It is district semifinal postseason volleyball here on DCTV. Both teams easy 3-set sweeps in their opening round of the playoffs last week. But Scoop, and we've talked about this before, you reach the playoffs, but especially after that first round, the sludge is gone. There are no weaklings, and these teams just beat on each other. It wasn't necessarily the cleanest played first set. Attack percentage relatively low for both teams, but it's one of those situations where you don't look a gift horse in the mouth. The scoreboard's the only stat that matters, and Bowling Green won it.
Yeah, and credit Bowling Green. They did just enough to get by in that first set, but really the difference was Defiance was then able to get 5 points off their serve that entire first set, and 3 of those 5 came from Emma Tackett. So other than that, no other Bulldog was able to get more than 1 point from the serve. So that's something that's going to have to change. Defiance only had 2 service errors, but I think they need to be a little bit more aggressive with their serves. Probably put a little bit more strain on that back row of the Bobcats.
Ella Westrick, just as we're talking about needing to serve strong, a service error gives the first point of set number 2 to Bowling Green. Unofficially, I had Carly Hoffman for Defiance with 5 kills, and that young lady right there, Madison Cowan, also with 5. She goes back to serve. They'll set Hoffman down the near side, taking the setter out of it, Shepard, and that ball won't clear the tape.
Well, good answer by Defiance. And again, that there's only one run in that opening set. So other than that, the one time Bowling Green got 5 consecutive points. Other than that, neither team had more than 3 points in a row.
Really was not a set of runs with the exception of the one off the Bowling Green setter's fist, Sophia Shepard. And it made the difference as Brokaw puts that one just a little too far. And the second set beginning much like the first set. Attack percentage, I would wonder if both teams might not be in the negative right now, Scoop.
I tell you what, it's awfully low. I think it might be lower than your ERA, I'm thinking.
Well, I appreciate the kind but completely inaccurate compliment. Wow, now there's unloading, but we'll play on. That ball might have actually hit the Raptors. A collision, and that will go wide. Right now, I don't think either team is going to look a gift horse in the mouth. However you put a point on the board, you'll take it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And tack it now with 5 points on the night of Defiance's 7 they've had off the serve.
Well, that ball barely cleared the net. What a laser. They'll come from the far pin, and that will go wide again. Addison Brokaw shakes her head at herself. 4-1. Bulldogs with their largest lead so far of the young evening, and then a service error. She rolled off 3 straight off of her serve there.
She got 3 off her serve. The ends a 4-0 run there for Defiance, so they'll take it. I think that's a good mix there. You're going to maybe have higher percentage errors, but you're going to get some more offense from it.
Feast or famine. Hoffman goes cross court. Great up by Heinze. They'll set far pin, but Westrick is there off of Brokaw's attempt. Hoffman, we had a whistle and double contact being called against the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that's
we have got 7 points through the second set here, Scoop, without a termination by either team right now.
Yeah, just incredible. I don't think anybody really anticipated those types of numbers coming in.
This is going to be a freebie. That's great communication by Heinze. Quick set Hastings. Westrick is there, tracks it down. Bowling Green in system. They'll set near pin. Westrick with a good job to get her platform out. Hoffman went cross court. That's going to be a tough one. And there's the first termination of the second set by either team. It comes from Addison Brokaw.
Well, that time they did a nice job with the cross set there, and Brokaw was able to deliver. And so a 4-0 Defiance run answered quickly with a 3-0 run by Bowling Green to knot things up.
Knotted up at 4 apiece. They'll set Stack on the dink, but Brokaw was there. Out of the back row, Cowan. Boy, that was just a laser. Westrick was there. Point continues. Brokaw. Westrick again. Nice layout by Tackett. BG in system. Combination play. Going cross court. Camera thought she had it. They'll go cross court again. Tackett is there. Hoffman, can she do anything with it? It's going to be a long run for Heinze. Well, they got a gift, and yet Westrick still had to lay out for it. Moving towards it, the block is there. Hastings is so tough, and that sails wide. How many times did Defiance think they had that point won? 2, maybe 3? It takes a little out of you, not just physically, but mentally, doesn't it?
Totally agree. Defiance was in control of that point 90% of the time, but yet they don't get it.
Down by 1. And that ball is just long off of Addison Brokaw's fists. Hampton out. Rollison in. This is the most offensive 6 that Defiance can put on the court right now. That's going to sail long. And again, the attack percentage for both teams, I don't think either coach would want to see it right now, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and I really expected much higher, especially on the Bowling Green side where they have the ability to end points in a hurry.
Hoffman, good low serve. Shepard off the quick set. Hastings, Hoffman to her knees with a good up. Rollison tries to dink it over Westrick, and they can't do anything there.
Now that time Defiance in complete scramble mode. Looked like they almost had a chance to at least force a free ball. but just couldn't quite find the range. And now we're tied up for the fourth time here in this second set at 6 apiece.
Here's backup setter Molly Ruthenberg checking in. Ball put down. Hastings was salivating, but they can't quite get it. They'll get her the quick set here, and she terminates.
Wow, what a great job there by Hastings there to get the termination. But credit that entire Bowling Green team. That was a quick set, executed perfection.
Ruthberg goes deep, tack it with a good first touch. The back set put down, well placed by Ellie Stack. I have that as the first true kill for Defiance here in the second set, and we're 14 points in.
Great job by Stack, and that's a big answer for Defiance, not going away. And for the fifth time here in the second set, we're all knotted up at 7 apiece.
Holmeyer will do the honors for Defiance. Good deep serve, and that goes off the platform of Heinze. That will be a Premier Bank ace.
Now Defiance will take it. They have not had a lot of success behind the service line tonight, but boy, that was a dandy right there. Comes at a good time. And that's the fifth lead change here of this second set.
That one sails just a bit long. That time Heinze was back, and she had almost 1 foot on the line. She wasn't going to let that happen again. So another tie up in our score at 8-all. And for the first time tonight, Hannah Yarger checks into the game to serve. Cohn on the slide play. Dinked over by Seiler. Cowan. Cohn sets near pin. Rollison on the move. And that goes off the hand of Ruthenberg. 9-8. I know they're only down one set, but Scoop, you just get the feel with the way this game is going back and forth, with no team really able to establish themselves. This is a crucial set for Defiance.
It really is. I think this is the crucial part of the set, too, because you have to try to find a way to get a little separation, get some confidence going. And there's a good start right there.
From Bella Rollison.
Also gets the termination there. She finds the middle of that hardwood court. Big point there for the Bulldogs.
Good low serve by Combe. They set up Cowan, but again, Westrick's there. They're going to go to Hoffman out of the back row. Oh, look out, and that's a violation. Double contact being called, and a mini run here for Defiance puts them up by 3.
Oh, no question about it. 3 consecutive points, and credit to Cohn as she's got 2 of them. And that one has enough English to trickle over.
Cowan sends it over. In system, McCarrier, that pass was just a little off the mark. Now BG will get into system, and Cowan with the feathery touch.
Well, she's really impressed me because we all know how hard she can hit the volleyball, but she's not afraid to throw that changeup if the defense doesn't cover the hole. At that time, she connects. That's a big point there for Bowling Green.
They go at Rollison, and they'll set her anyway as she unloads. Give her third kill of the set.
Well, Rollison's been the one that's been consistent as far as getting the volleyball to and trying to get through that block attack from Bowling Green. That gets the lead back to 3 once again for Defiance.
12-9, and just as I said that, you could tell Piper Hampton knew it the minute it left her fist. That just rolled down her forearm a little bit, and she's upset with herself.
Yeah, she'd like to have that toss back, but again, it's volleyball. You're not going to play perfect. You have to flush it. Go win the next point.
Shepard back to serve. A little bit of English on it. Hoffman near pin. Well, Heinze just seems to be everywhere, as is Westrick. Both teams' liberos playing tremendous ball tonight. McCarrier gets stuffed by Julia Strum. Hoffman tries to finesse it. Look out, Cowan's got an opportunity, and it's just long. Boy, every time she winds up, you just have to hold your breath, don't you?
You do. She's so dangerous. She's got great vertical ability. And, wow, can she bring the heat? Yep. That one carried just a few inches long.
Westrick going deep into the back row. Shepard had to run, quick set, and that ball goes into the third row of the stands. Julia Strum with her first kill of the set. Fourth Bobcat to record one here in set number 2. Pulls them to within a couple. Cowan goes deep. Uh-oh, look out. That's going to be a service ace. Ran right up the platform of Ella Westrick, and that's a Premier Bank service ace, yourpremierbank.com.
Now that's the second service ace of the game here.
Make it 3.
For Cowan, and now 3 with back-to-back Premier Bank aces. This has been the biggest run of this second set for Bowling Green. 3 consecutive has got the Bobcats tied up looking for the lead.
Hampton had trouble with that one. Hoffman will track it down. Westrick makes the call. Shepard, they run the combination play, and Brokaw. Check that, that's Camera with the kill. And timeout being called by Defiance. Coach Bree Brenner understands the importance of this set as her team drops down a point for the first time in this set. We'll take a Mark Moats Ford timeout. Mark Moats Ford, County Road 424 in Defiance. Online at markmoatsford.com. We're back with more on DCTV Sports.
Brunswick Eye and Contact Lens Center. Personalized service and quality products in a friendly and caring atmosphere. Schedule your appointment today. Brunswick Eye and Contact Lens Center. Stadium Drive in Defiance and online at visionsource-brunswickeye.com.
There you get a good look at the Bobcat huddle. Pretty loose, as you would expect, up 1-0 and having overcome as many as a 4-point deficit here in set number 2 as they lead Defiance 14-13. This is a Division III District semifinal playoff matchup live from Kalida. Winner advances right back here on this same court to Thursday night action. Defiance trying to even up this this match, I should say, at a set apiece. And right now, Madison Cowan waiting for the whistle. Put another fist into it. Then you take a look at her stats on the season. Combe will set McCarrier far pin, and that just floated wide.
Now 4 consecutive service points are for Madison Cowan, the senior. Just when you think you can breathe a sigh of relief getting her out of the front row, she's back there serving some BBs.
Oh, miscommunication there, and Defiance blew an opportunity off the quick set. Can they get something here? Hoffman with a tough angle. They go right at the setter at least. And this one dumped over. Neither team able to get into system. Hoffman dinks it over. They'll set near pin. And the lefty terminates. Marla Camera with her second kill of the set. And
boy, it's such an advantage to have that left-handed hitter there on that opposite side. Boy, she's a lethal weapon, and now the run continues. 6 consecutive points here for Bowling Green.
Hampton handles that serve well. Hoffman running towards the net. Dumps it over. Defiance should get something here, although this is a little farther off the net. And did we have a double contact again? Yes, we did. And Defiance starting to shoot themselves in the foot a bit here. Now down by 4. Cowan. Short serve, but Westrick plays it well. They'll set down the middle. I think miscommunication, but the Bobcats didn't react well. All right, this is a gift. We'll see if the Bulldogs can do anything with it. They'll set far pin. McCarrier tried to go up the far side. Cowan out of the back row. Look out, and my goodness. Sometimes better to be lucky than good, right?
Now it continues to snowball here against Defiance. It's 8 consecutive points and 7 consecutive serves here by Cowan.
Hampton, that's an overplay. They didn't do anything with it. They're going to set near pin, and that goes off the platform of Cone and into about the 8th row. Does Coach Brenner want another timeout? She will make a substitution. As checking in is Kendall Nolan. Cone will take a seat. 6-point Bobcat lead. They once trailed by 4. And right now, that's going to sail long. That ends a run of how many points off of Cowan's serve, Scoop?
She had 8 consecutive points. When you add the side out to it, 9 straight by Bowling Green is ended by that service error, but Bowling Green will take it as they're now back in command, up 5.
Tackett unloads. A little bit of a run for Shepard. Wow. Joust at the net. Nobody went up to contest, and that is easy pickings for Julie Strom.
No, you're right. That was some low-hanging fruit right there that Defiance just kind of left on the board. And Bowling Green takes advantage.
Heinze goes deep. Combe set stack. Again, well placed. And even when you think they're going to get a free ball, Bowling Green somehow ties them up. And now you see the frustration on the Bulldogs' faces as Heinze will go back to serve. Finally, a termination there, and you see Carly Hoffman smack her hands together and yell, "Come on." Trust me, she did it at the other end of the court.
Yeah, she realized that time's imminent. You know, they still have a chance to turn this second set of run around, but it's going to take a run similar to what we saw from Bowling Green there off the service of Madison Cowan, the senior.
Hoffman, deep serve, and there's a Premier Bank service ace. Again, an unorthodox attempt to basically field that serve by Brokaw. She had both hands above her head, and it sailed right through him.
Yeah, just the second ace of the match here for Defiance, but they'll take it. Would love to add a few more to it.
Boy, Heinze had to drop to her knees, and Defiance will get a gift. Stack moving towards the net. Did that go out of bounds off the block? It did not. All right, from here, we had a pretty good angle on it. I thought it might have gone up just a bit as it crossed the tape, but none of the officials saw anything different. And all of a sudden, Bowling Green just 3 points away from a commanding 2-0 lead. Tackett couldn't decide whether she wanted to play that or not, got caught in no man's land, and there's the service ace.
And Bowling Green has taken advantage of every little miscue that Defiance has had.
It was 12-8 at one point. Defiance with the lead. They now trail 23-16. What a cut shot there by Rollison. Joust at the net. Stack couldn't quite put it away. And on the other end, Brokaw does. Scoop, I don't have a Bobcat with more than 3 kills in this set. Again, a lot of freebies.
And we've got Octuple.
Speaking of which,
Octuple set point is fought off on a rare service here by Bowling Green.
Homeyer in to serve. 7 set points. Stambaugh Jewelers set points. Heinze with a good first touch. They'll set quickly on Hastings. Rollison attacks. Tries to find the middle of the court. Unloading. Tackett is there off the Brokaw attempt. Rollison moving and tried to cut it, but couldn't do so. 25-19 in set 1. 25-17 in set 2. Bowling Green just simply firing on all cylinders right now. They'll try to make it a sweep when we come back. Defiance just trying to extend the match. We'll take a Mark Moats Ford timeout, serving the Defiance community since 1916. 424 County Road in Defiance, or online at markmoatsford.com. You're watching DCTV Sports.
Simplify your everyday banking with convenient account options and digital banking features that fit your unique lifestyle. Premier Bank, everyday banking solutions designed for you. Explore solutions today at yourpremierbank.com. Estill Chevrolet Cadillac is this area's new and used car headquarters, earning your trust one satisfied customer at a time. Estill Chevrolet Cadillac, North Clinton Street in Defiance, and online at drivebobestill.com.
Discover affordable transfer opportunities at Northwest State.
Start here and save thousands on tuition.
Our advising team will help you get your credits transferred.
So don't wait another minute. Get started today.
For the past 70 years, Midwest Community Federal Credit Union has been your financial partner, helping you achieve your dreams and secure your future. Midwest Community Federal Credit Union, with locations in Defiance, Bryan, and Napoleon. Find out more at midwestcommunity.org.
We welcome you back to Kaleida. Brent Balbinot alongside Scoop Miller. Bowling Green taking the first two sets in this district semifinal volleyball matchup, 25-19 in set one, 25-17 in set number two. They will go for the sweep. If you are Defiance, look, you can't win three until you win one. And Scoop, in all honesty, I don't even think you view it as winning a set. I think you have to live and die with every single point. That may sound like a bit of a dramatic approach or maybe over-analyzing it. But right now, if you're Defiance, you just simply have to concentrate when the ball is put in play at any given time.
You have to. You know, luck is when preparation meets opportunity, so you have to make the most of every scenario. You cannot take plays off. And unfortunately, down the stretch, I think Defiance did that. They were outscored, down the stretch, 15-4 after having that 13-10 lead. The wheels kind of came off, and credit Bowling Green. They continued to play. Things didn't go the way early, but that one run there where Madison Cowan was able to get 8 consecutive service points really catapulted the Bobcats, and now they have that commanding 2-0 advantage.
All right,
Defiance now trying to right the ship.
There's
here.
a discussion here, Scoop, with the floor official and Coach Bree Brenner, and apparently whatever the confusion was for Defiance, he's checking rotations here, and Defiance will actually swap out Chloe Seiler for McCarrier. And Bowling Green just trying to stay activated. Hastings high-fiving her teammates. And I believe everything is in its proper place right now, more specifically everyone. And we are getting set for the start of set three, or are we? He's going to come over. I don't know if our cameras can get a view of this, but the floor official is talking with Coach Bree Brenner right now, and he's pointing the lineup card to her, and she's going to try and confirm something here. But I think we may have a question about the rotation here to start set number three.
Yeah, there you see him kind of discussing it. You saw Bree pull out her notepad. And now we'll see if all is good.
And more jockeying here. Now,
pre-substitution mode here.
Okay. Now, Westrick had come off the floor. And now it looks like, well, Stack was walking off. I don't know, maybe they'll let him play 7-on-6. Do you think that would be an option? So Westrick will come in. Stack will come out. And some forced smiles, but we are now ready to begin set number three.
All right, everybody's appeased. Now we can start here, set three. It'll be Sophie Shepard, who had a big 4-0 service run back in set one.
And check this out, Kendall Nolan with the dump. They're going to run the quick set, and the block is there the first time. The second time, Hampton is there. Hoppin's got a tough angle and cannot terminate, but did it go off the block? Yes, it did. It will be Defiance point. And a Bulldog crowd, fairly healthy, that traveled to this match, has something to put their hands together for to open up set number three.
Well, nice to hear that Bulldog crowd there in support, but also nice to see. You can see the mindset has changed here for the Bulldogs. Coach Brenner certainly was saying, ladies, we've got to play aggressive. We've got to go down swinging if we're going down.
Absolutely.
And they were off the aggressive there in that first point.
They will set Strum. Uh-oh, that pass sails a little bit. Stack at least keeps it alive. And that's going to go just a little long.
Yeah, Defiance has to get that net game going, especially their attack blocks. They have to find a way to slow down some of those big hitters like Addison Brokaw and Madison Cowan.
Into the net. This really kind of has been the underlying theme to tonight's match. Not so much execution by either team, really, but freebies on mistakes or lack of execution. And that goes for both teams. Tackett will go cross court right at Cowan. Joust at the net. There we go. Aggressive play.
Well, nice job by Tackett once again. She now has 7 service points on the night. Unfortunately, that's more than the rest of the Defiance team combined. We'll see if her serving can continue to carry.
They're going to set near pin and miss hit. Camera into the net. And set number 3 playing out much like set number 2 started.
You're hearing a little bit more energized a Defiance crowd right now, and maybe that can maybe spur the players on just a bit.
Setting to the far pin. Camera unloads, but Westrick is there. Again, out of the hitting zone. Hoffman tried to do something with it. Camera dinks it over, and check that was not Camera. That was actually Brokaw. So we've got a substitution checking in. Gisela Barajas on the floor. And we have a violation there.
Yeah, Defiance got caught fishing in that, doing all they could to try to get to that tough pass to the net. Ends up getting caught fishing.
Heinze, low serve, and Hampton couldn't do anything with it.
Well, Heinze, another one with that low attacking serve, has been tough to handle for Defiance here tonight.
Oh, and there's miscommunication between Hoffman and Westrick. Hoffman peeled back at the last second. Westrick thought she was going to take it. And
it's going to be a Premier Bank service ace for the Bobcats.
Long run for Barajas. Cowan had to track that one down. This will come almost at the 10-foot line. That's a good first touch. On the dump, Barajas with a good idea. Quick set. Give Hastings the termination.
And how about Heinze once again continues to add to her service run.
Westrick backing up. Barajas will set Hoffman. Gets the kill there. Her second of the set. And it ties things up at 5 apiece.
That's a welcome sign. They have to get that power game going, and no better way to ignite it than get it to Carly Huffman. And the 5'9" senior delivers.
Hoffman goes deep. Bumped up by Barajas. Rollison tries to go deep. Couldn't quite get anything on it. Quick set there. Hastings. Oh, what a tremendous up by Hoffman. Bobcats insist another quick set. Hastings sends this one long.
And how about Hoffman that time making an incredible save there just to extend that point, and Defiance is able to cash in as they retake the lead.
Service ace. That one fell right in the corner for Carly Hoffman.
Yeah, they'll take it. They have not had many of those Premier Bank service aces tonight, but that one gives the Bulldogs a 2-point advantage. Huffman back to serve once again.
Her team up a couple. Cowan's there. They'll set near pin, and we had a whistle. Double contact on Shepard on the assist. So a mini run here for Defiance, up by 3. You look at Carly Hoffman. Her stats on the season. Quick set. Hastings with the termination. To be honest with you, I'm surprised they haven't fed her more, Scoop. Again, I know Cowan is kind of the alpha dog, and they've been working the far pin to Brokaw, but every time they have set Hastings in the middle, something positive always happens.
Her hit percentage has been off the charts here tonight, where everyone else has kind of struggled, but they've had a lot of success when they've gone her way.
8-6, quick set again. Hastings. Westrick with a tremendous attempt. Tackett 2. But Hastings now with her 3rd termination of the set. Ruthenberg will do the honors. Barajas, back sets, stack. And that's just a little miscommunication. I don't want to say poor court coverage, but just non-court coverage. Stack with the termination of the side out. Holmeyer will head back to serve.
The credit stack to recognize that opening in that Bowling Green defense, and she found it, executed well.
Ruthenberg will set far pin. Barajas tries a quick dump, nothing doing. They'll set near pin, and Jules Frisden into the match for the first time tonight, sends this one long. So 11-7. Long run, Rollison saves it. This will be a joust at the net. Barajas keeps it alive. Can Rollison do anything with it? Far pin, block is there, but it's out of bounds, and give Brokaw the termination.
That's a big point there for Bowling Green to try to get a momentum swing back to their side of things.
Rollison tried to guide it down the near line. Wow. Cowan, that's just too tough.
And again, she's got that ability to end points in a hurry, and that time they got it in her sweet spot. And wow, what a good looking cut angle termination. And that pulls the Bobcats within one.
Kendall Heinze puts a fist into it. Can Rollison do anything? She cannot. Again, she was at the very end of the hot zone at that 10-foot mark. And you could just tell with the way the ball was coming in at almost a 45-degree angle, that was a tough challenge.
Defiance has to be careful. 3 straight.
The Strady Center for the Arts. Entertainment on a whole new level. The Strady Center for the Arts presents a full lineup of culture and entertainment right here in our community. Check out the full lineup and purchase your tickets today at defiancearts.org.
Bowling Green breaks their huddle. They lead 2-0, trailing Defiance here in set number 3. Winner advances right back here on this court Thursday night in a district final as they will take on Shawnee, who blanked Wapakoneta 3-0 in the earlier match tonight. But it's all or nothing here, and there's another service ace off of Heinze's fist.
Now, how about Heinze? Now 4 consecutive service points. And the run goes to 5 consecutive points here for Bowling Green.
Barajas will set Rollison near side. She goes cross court. Hannah Heinze with a great up. This one dumped over. Hoffman will actually play setter to Rollison. She'll go cross court. On the joust, and Hastings has really saved her best for the third set for Bowling Green.
Yeah, we've seen a little bit of everything from Hastings tonight, but that one time she trickles one off the net, finds the hardwood.
Tackett with a decent first touch. Rollison tries to go cross court. Heinze's there. Cowan all the way to the near side. Westrick gets a good up. Defiance has to send over a freebie. Quick set. That's a great play on the joust. Is it down? No. Did it go off the block? I think it did. Yes, it did. Bowling Green thought they won the point, but the official... Now, who made the call there, the linesman or the floor official? He said out of bounds off the block. Coach Mathias asking for confirmation, but
they got it right. And credit Rollison. She made the right play. Instead of waiting back, she went up there, was aggressive. Both players touched it. Goes over off Bowling Green. So that ends a nice run there by the Bobcats. 6 consecutive points.
Kendall Nolan to serve off the quick set. Hastings just a little long. And the Defiance faithful just waiting for something to put their hands together for here. It's been Bowling Green's night as the Bulldogs have pulled back to within a point. Nolan trying to tie it up. Very nice serve. Off the combo play. Near side. Thurston couldn't terminate. Look at this. Hastings playing setter. They're going to set her right back again. McCarrier. Westrick. Rollison goes cross court, but as has been the norm, Heinze's there, and the block unable to handle the hammer of Madison Cowan.
Well, when Bowling Green gets some system and they go to Madison Cowan, good luck trying to stop it. That time they put it in her sweet spot. Defiance sent a double attack block, but she gets it off the block for the kill.
Hastings. Oh, nasty serve. Long run for Nolan, and not quite in system. Rollison couldn't get her timing down. They'll set the slide play, and the block was there, and wow. And look at the emotion by Defiance's team right now. We talked about living and dying with each point to start the third set here, Scoop, and I think that's the attitude they have to continue to take.
Well, how about Chloe Seiler and Avery McCarrier there with that double block and the energy they're trying to bring to the table here.
Hampton goes right into Kendall Heinze. Cowan tries to dump it over. Can Hoffman do anything with this? No. Block on this side. I believe it was Furston with the side out. Back up to a 2-point lead for the Bobcats. As Ruthenberg will check out. So will Furston. And Shepard back to serve. Good low serve. Hoffman with a decent first touch. Nolan will set Hoffman. Cowan. Oh, Westrick is there. Nolan with a long run, and this will have to come out of the back row. This should be a free ball, and they don't time it down. Oh, they had an opportunity. Can McCarrier finish? That's going to be double contact. Yep, that rolled right up the platform of Hannah Heinze.
Yeah, credit Defiance. They stayed with it. They had the party ball, but they didn't cash in on it. Fortunately, they come back, they get the point, and now Defiance trying to tie things up with the serve.
Westrick goes deep. Quick set. Nice up by Nolan. Hoffman trying to get the equalizer. Almost went out of bounds off of Shepard. Nolan. Set stack. Dinks it over. Can Cowan do anything with this? We got a whistle, and do we have another double contact? Yes, we do.
Well, credit Defiance. They're trying to battle. We have our fifth tie here of this third set at 15-all. Defiance trying to capture lead, something they haven't had much of tonight.
Shepard, quick set, terminated by Strum.
Great execution on that quick set, and Strum timed it perfectly as a junior middle hitter. Finds the hardwood for the termination. And look out, this is where Defiance has had their troubles with Madison Cowan back to serve.
Brokaw checks back in, Cowan back to serve, and service error. Tied at 16. Tackett in. Barajas in. Nolan and McCarrier will head to the bench. You just get the feeling if Defiance could put even 2 or 3 points together here, they'd be sitting pretty. They just haven't been able to put any type of run together tonight. And can't do so here as Marley Camera with her first kill of the third set.
Great job by Bowling Green once again. They bend, but they haven't broke tonight. They go to the southpaw there on her strong side.
Heinze goes deep. Barajas will set Hoffman on the dink. Long run, and Westrick is there out of the back row. Speaking of back row, this is all that Defiance can do. Combo play. Dinked over. Great up by Tackett. Can Hoffman do anything? Nope, we're going to have a violation there. Double contact. Mini run of 2 points here for Bowling Green. They're looking to close it out in 3. Defiance trying to stretch it to a 4th. There is a Premier Bank service ace.
You know, that's a second service ace for Hannah Heinze here in this third set, and it comes at a difficult time as that Premier Bank ace puts the Bulldogs down 3 deep.
Hoffman with the hammer. Long run for Shepard. Tackett with the up. Same with Barajas. Hoffman, boy, that just rolled along the tape. Far side, another great up by Tackett. But again, it's almost like I'm trying to come up with an adjective here, Scoop. Defiance defensively is on their heels. And right now, down by 4, 2016, Coach Brenner calls a timeout. We'll take a Mark Moats Ford timeout with them. We're back after this on DCTV Sports.
Visit Mark Moats Ford and check out some of the best new Ford models. Mark Moats Ford has been serving the Defiance community since 1916. Visit them today, County Road 424 in Defiance, and online at markmoatsford.com.
Back at Kalida, there you see Coach Brenner imploring her team. I don't think you have to give any fiery speeches right now. You're potentially 5 points away from your season coming to an end. And with it, the prep career of 7 seniors who have really put so much heart and soul into this program. And Scoop, again, a mini run here kind of evens things out. But you just get the feeling that there is no more margin for error for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, right now Bowling Green's on that mini run. That's been the difference. So if Defiance can have an answer here, boy, I think they're just a little momentum away from maybe getting himself not back into this set, but maybe the match.
Hoffman with a tough angle. The block was there again by Hastings. This is going to be tough. Hoffman unloads, and 3 Bobcats just stare at each other as it falls in the Bermuda Triangle.
Great response out of the timeout there by the Bulldogs, and now just that mini run away, trailing by 3 deep in set 3.
2017, good low serve by Hoffman. That's a long run by Shepard. Oh, and the tape is the Bobcats' friends. And you take a look at it right there. Marley Camera, she knew it, but she'll take it. Why not? You don't get style points.
Yeah, it's just a tough break. That comes at a tough time as now Bowling Green just 4 points away from closing out this match and moving on.
Ruthenberg to serve. They'll set far pin. Is that out of bounds off the block? Nope, it was just pushed wide by Stack. 22-17. Ruthenberg, a tremendous server at 96%. Tackett, well, it's a long run for Barajas, and can Rollison do anything with it? Block is there with Hastings. Barajas instead will try and send it over. Off the quick sets, and Hastings with her 5th kill of this set.
She's been so strong tonight, and that time does her magic one more time off that quick set. And now the largest lead here is set 3 for Bowling Green.
They'll set near pin. Rollison. Little pinball. And here's a joust, and that is the most aggressive play from the middle we've seen tonight. Stack,
well done,
with the kill.
Ellie Stack, that time it was that ball that Defiance has been a little bit hesitant on. And Stack went up there, made no doubt about it, was able to turn that point around. And now Defiance still trailing 5 here, needs a run right now.
Homeyer trying to start it off for Defiance. They run the combo play. The block is there, will play on. Ruthenberg, and again, Hastings take a bow.
Well, when you see them setting it her way, you just, oh no, that's what the thought process is. She's been that good. And now sextuple match point coming up here for Bowling Green, as they're 1 point from moving on to Thursday's night district's championship game.
Hannah Yarger puts a fist into it. Rallison, the block is out of bounds. Do we have a net violation, though?
We had one on Bowling Green.
It's on Bowling Green.
So that fights off 1 match point, but still quintuple match point against. Defiance will bring in Kendall Nolan, the senior.
Trying to make a mini run and get back into it here. They're down 2-0. Yarger with a good first touch. Off the quick set, out of bounds, off the block. And that is your match. 25-19, 25-17, 25-19. A straight set win for Bowling Green as they will advance to the next round Thursday night as they will take on Shawnee. And the Bulldogs season has come to an end. We're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll have the Brunswick Eye and Contact Lens Center postgame show. Don't you go anywhere. You're watching DCTV Sports.
Visit Mark Moats Ford and check out some of the best new Ford models. Mark Moats Ford has been serving the Defiance community since 1916. Visit them today, County Road 424 in Defiance, and online at markmoatsford.com. Stamball Jewelers is your trusted source for diamonds, fine jewelry, watches, and gifts. Whether you're looking for a dazzling engagement ring, a timeless anniversary gift, or a present for someone special, Stamball Jewelers has something for every occasion. Visit us today and discover why we've been serving the community since 1948. Stamball Jewelers. Proudly serving the area with the highest quality contracting services for nearly 100 years. Baker Schindler Company of Defiance and Paulding, 419-782-5080. Online at baker-schindler.com. Brunswick Eye and Contact Lens Center. Personalized service and quality products in a friendly and caring atmosphere. Schedule your appointment today. Brunswick Eye and Contact Lens Center, Stadium Drive in Defiance, and online at visionsource-brunswickeye.com.
And we welcome you back to Kaleida High School Gymnasium. The Brunswick Eye and Contact Lens Center postgame show is on the air. Keep your eyes healthy for a long life of clear vision. Brunswick Eye and Contact Lens Center, your family's vision source. Stadium Drive in Defiance and online at visionsource-brunswickeye.com. Brent Balbinot alongside Scoop Miller. We've got Coach Matthias and the Hammer, Madison Cowan, coming up and joining us. She smiles right now. Does she have a nickname, Coach?
No, she actually doesn't.
We just gave her one. She does now. We just nicknamed her the Hammer. As a matter of fact, unofficially, I had her for 8, potentially 9 kills. But just what a match here. Coach, can you just talk about it? You jumped out early. It was kind of back and forth. Neither team looked like they got in system very much. It was, no, here, you take it. No, please, I insist you take this one back. But you found a way to win tonight. Your thoughts on your team's performance?
Yeah, just in the beginning, I felt like we we were a little inconsistent, and we had to kind of fight back to get back in there. And then once we did, I feel like we kept the lead all the way through each set. But I still feel like we struggled a little bit in the beginning. Those first couple points.
I agree.
Maybe a couple missed serves or, just a couple of random passes, off passes or unforced errors. But I feel like once we did that, once we got past that that even keel point, we started to kind of chip away and just kept plugging the whole time. So.
And Madison, tremendous match. I know Brett and I have called you the Hammer already, but I was also impressed. Your service game tonight was outstanding. I thought Defiance was going to say, breathe a sigh of relief, get you in the back row, but that was not the case because you really did a great job behind the service line. What was working for you tonight?
Well, thank you. Before every game, we were doing affirmations, so I said, serve, receive. That's what I'm going to do. Serve. I'm going to get my serves over. I'm going to serve aggressive. We knew coming into this game that we wanted to serve aggressive. We wanted to keep them out of system as much as possible to get that overhand, basically.
Matter of fact, neither team looked like they were in system a ton tonight. That doesn't mean your offense stops, though, right? What's the key to running your offense out of system?
Well, we stay aggressive no matter what. So even if the ball's tight to the net, we're going up. Even if the ball is super far off the net, we're going up. We're swinging. We're trying to stay as aggressive as possible, even if it doesn't work out every time in system.
Our DSs and our libero do a great job out of system, getting that ball to their hitters. I think we struggled a little bit in the beginning because our out-of-system passes were a little bit off the net, but once we started getting them on the net, I mean, the hitters took charge.
You took me to the next question I was going to have for you. It didn't matter which Heinze's back there.
Right.
The points just get extended. There were multiple times tonight where Defiance thought they had it won once, twice, 3 times, only to have the play extended. How huge of a benefit is that?
I mean, our defense was phenomenal tonight. We backed each other up. We communicated with each other. We were great out of system. Our blockers, man, our blockers had a night. They did a phenomenal job tonight. Just overall defense was amazing. And like I said, the 2 Heinze's, all of our defensive players back there. I mean, even our setters do a great job on defense. We really kept the ball in play tonight, and we didn't let balls drop. We were relentless on defense. We went after it.
I know you got a bus to catch. I'm watching you down there. Congratulations. Good luck on Thursday. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
We're going to take a quick timeout. We're back with more of the Brunswick Eye and Contact Lens Center postgame show. You're watching DCTV Sports.
Brunswick Eye and Contact Lens Center. Personalized service and quality products in a friendly and caring atmosphere. Schedule your appointment today. Brunswick Eye and Contact Lens Center. Stadium Drive in Defiance and online at visionsource-brunswickeye.com.
The Brunswick Eye and Contact Lens Center postgame show rolls on from Kalida. Brent Balbadon alongside Scoop Miller. Bowling Green just too tough tonight. 25-19, 25-17, 25-19. As Defiance's season comes to an end, the Bobcats will be right back here on the same court Thursday night as they will take on Shawnee, a 3-0 winner earlier tonight against Wapakoneta. Out of respect, we always ask, but Coach Brenner, as you could imagine, the emotions are raw right now, Scoop. A senior class of 7 that they don't know anything else. This has been it. It's been their fall for the last 4. Certainly if you go back to probably junior high, 6 years. And we're just allowing the team, parents, even the coaches to just spend those final moments with each other. I went down and asked, always out of respect, but at this point we will put a wrap on our postgame by saying I know it's difficult, and there's nothing that any coach can say in any sport. You've been there before, but the truth is only a handful of teams win their final match of the season. Those are your state champions. Hopefully in a week or two, Defiance will be able to look back on this season. A tremendous improvement from last year. They'll be able to hold their heads high.
Oh, no doubt about it. It's always so difficult here. There's so many joys of coaching, but one of the toughest moments is when you realize that those seniors, it's all said and done for them, and you have so much appreciation in your hearts for all they've done for the program. You want to see them get as far as you can. You're never ready to give that speech that, hey, ladies, this is it. as you said, you always want to go off a winner in your last game, but Defiance ran into a buzzsaw tonight.
Yeah.
Bowling Green, their defense was so consistent, just relentless. Only one time tonight, Defiance was able to get 3 consecutive service points in a row, and that was their longest of the night. So tip your caps to Bowling Green. They just did not make many mistakes. They were flawless, and they get the right to move on to Thursday's district championship right here at Kalida High School.
So that's going to do it for our coverage here this evening. Our crew making the drive down here. Want to thank our underwriters for helping make the broadcast a possibility. We do want to remind you we still have a couple of area teams that are still in the thick of things, and our next broadcast will be tomorrow night. We will be back at the Thunderdome in Archbold, as it will be Ayersville, the number 4 seed, who knocked off top-seeded Pettisville last night in 5 sets. They'll take on Hilltop, who edged Edgerton in 5 sets last night. If that match is even half as competitive and entertaining as both of the matches were last night, Scoop, you want to drive to Archibald, but certainly if you cannot make it, we will be on the air with our pregame at 5:30 because that one promises to be a good one.
Well, it really does. You know, last night I thought, hey, I'll get home early for a chance. A
Fat
mile away from my house. I'm calling a game, and yet it was still after 11 o'clock with 2 barn burners at the Thunderdome, and I would expect maybe a third one tomorrow night.
We hope that you will join us. We appreciate you joining us here this evening. Final score, Bowling Green puts an end to Defiance's season in straight sets, 25-19, 25-17, 25-19 to advance to the finals, district finals, I should say, right back here on Thursday night as Defiance's season comes to an end, as it will end at 16-9 overall. For Scoop Miller, I'm Brent Balbinot, thanking you, the fan, for tuning in. You've been watching